Fourth year students, today we will be critically analyzing The Eclipse by Virginia Woolf. I hope I have your attention. The brain behind the total eclipse was no other than Virginia Woolf. Born into a privileged English household in 1882, author Virginia Woolf was raised by free-thinking parents. She began writing as a young girl and published her first novel, The Voyage Out, in 1915. She wrote modernist classics including Mrs. Dalloway, To the Lighthouse, and Orlando, as well as pioneering feminist works, A Room of One's Own and Three Guineas. In her personal life, she suffered bouts of deep depression. She committed suicide in 1941 at the age of 59. Starting off with the main theme of this essay, it is pertinent to say that the sun occupies central position in the phenomenon of nature. Its radiation injects life in every object. The entire progress of the world's civilization is based upon the vitality of the sun, and the sun under eclipse loses its light and color. All the colors of the earth turn into darkness, and life loses its movement and grandeur. Our earth is a planet, and in a big solar system it revolves around the sun. The sun gives heat, light, movement, and color to the world. Hence, with the return of the light and the sun, the whole civilization seemed to have returned, and the life got in full swing. Thus, the fabric of civilization was modeled and molded, contains the main theme, and refers to the importance of the sun. Virginia Woolf in Eclipse observed the making and birth of civilization, which was completed in very few seconds. It was like knitting the fabric of civilization, not by a machine, but by nature itself. Virginia says that the solar eclipse lasted only for 24 seconds. As the eclipse ended, the light of the sun rose again. The lifeless and the colorless world once again became solid. People saw the sun going into darkness. The sun lost its darkness. The clouds seemed to eat up the sun totally. The world got dark. The blue color changed to purple and pink faces looked green. When the sun returned, the world was bright again. People began to smile and the landscape of the area became clear and became colorful. The experience of eclipse is great, and the main theme from the above account is that the colors of the world are only because of the sun. The death of the sun is the death of the earth itself. Without sun, the earth is again primitive despite its lots of scientific advancements. Colors and contours of the earth are only realized by the solar light. Color is life, and sun is our life. For your better understanding, I'm adding some of the quotes from the essay so you can get the main essence of the eclipse. And another one. The conclusion of this essay, The Eclipse, is quite significant. The phrase, the whole fabric of civilization was modeled and molded, shows the importance of the sun in the system of universe, and it strengthens our belief in God and discloses the worth of those things which are found after their loss. Firstly, the conclusion signifies the importance of the sun for the world. After the eclipse, the light is restored. The light transforms the entire structure of the human civilization into its original shape and splendor. Once again, the world becomes bright, colorful, and populous. The farmhouses, the villages, and railway lines become the center of activity. Thus, the sun is the flesh and blood of this world. Secondly, the conclusion strengthens our trust in God. An eclipse is a natural phenomenon. It warns that man's place on this earth is very precarious. All the advancement in knowledge and science cannot overcome this helplessness of man. However, the return of light by the sun gives us a message of hope and substantiates our faith in God, who is controlling all the processes of the universe. And like always, I have given some of the important questions at the end. Hopefully, you will work on them.